the two causes of disease here, we're going to touch briefly on this. It basically comes down to two things: toxicity, and nutritional deficiency. If you want to root it down to what's going on, it's this. Why do you have detox symptoms? Why do you have a headache? Why do you have a stomach ache? Why do you have, again, a manifestation of an aggressive disease condition? It's the manifestation of toxicity. Your body is loaded up in toxicity. And that toxicity has rooted itself or localized itself in specific regions of the body. Remember yesterday I mentioned one interesting idea, especially when it relates to cancer? There's one cancer you've never heard of. There's one cancer that does not exist. Heart cancer. Never ever heard of heart cancer. I've heard of liver cancer, bone cancer, brain cancer, right? Prostate cancer, pancreatic cancer. Like all that, like, right? But never heard of heart cancer. Why is that? Well, if you go back to Dr. Otto Warburg's research, where he won a Nobel Prize in the 1930s for theorizing and proving that cancer can exist in an oxygenated environment. Interesting. Oxygen therapy, ozone therapy, suppressed natural technology. Just to know about. I'm not promoting, I'm just putting it out there. You can research it just to know that this stuff is out there. Why does green juice work so well? Why is Hippocrates, the Raw Food Institute, OHI, different institutes in Germany, what is the commonality there? They all use living food therapy. What's the deal with juicing? You're transferring oxygen immediately to your cells. What does your cell run on before anything else? Oxygen, right? So it's like an oxygen supplement. It's an oxygen and mineral supplement. Alkaline minerals, specifically magnesium, calcium, sodium, potassium, silica, iron, iodine. All those goodies. Selenium, all the way, go down the list. Then you get into some interesting things like ormus minerals. You get into like platinum-based minerals, which is, again, like, I really can't go into that tangent. It's a little far away from anything that we're talking about, but something to know about. It's interesting. So that's the deal, is that you're re-oxygenating your system, and that oxygen is anti-pathogen. You create an environment, an aerobic oxygen breathing or oxygen supporting environment in your body, in the inner ecosystem of your body. All of a sudden, it starts to rebalance the microorganisms. Do you guys realize that your body is mostly made of bacteria? Do we realize that now? Like, we aren't what we think we are. We are about 10 to 1 in bacteria. 10 times bacteria to human cells. Right? So all these antibiotics, all these sterilizing hand soaps and like abrasive alkaline soaps and all the stuff that we're doing all the time, we're actually killing a lot of the digestive and neurotransmitter developing microorganisms that help us function properly. That's why probiotic therapy is so powerful. Fermented foods for rebalancing what's called your microbiome. That's your inner garden. That's your bacteria balance, right? So when you talk about candida consciousness, constant brain fog, for example, being out of it, late night cravings. These are symptoms of having an infection-based environment, is what I'm saying. Green juice therapy is so powerful because it streamlines oxygen and minerals right into the cells, right into the blood. It starts to clean your blood. It starts to neutralize and neuter these organisms. It starts to purify your blood. Very important. And then nutritional deficiencies. Won't go too deep into that. That's kind of a broad subject, but it's the idea that we are basically insufficient. We're deficient all over the board. That's why, like, tomorrow's talk is going to be all on superfoods. We're going to talk about what superfoods are, the whole ins and outs of superfood, like a superfood-based diet, actually, essentially is what I'm talking about. It's not really a raw food diet anymore. Raw food is just kind of like what we do for food. You know, if you feel like you still need to eat food, then that's what we do for food. But superfoods is like, that's actually the like nutrition, like liquid nutrition, basically, like superfood smoothies. And that's a way that we create an insurance policy where we actually are insured that we're getting mostly everything we need in a concentrated form, a form that's closest to Mother Earth, the way that Mother Earth produces the food, or in a freeze-dried powder that's concentrated, where it acts like a nutritional supplement without all the defects of synthetic supplements, right? So that idea